Okay, I'm talking today about boots. Being in the outdoors, whether you hunt, whether you have a job in the outdoors, whether you just hike or run around in the outdoors, you got to have good footwear, good pair of boots. I used to do a lot of hiking when I was younger, and I do some now. And for my job, I'm out and about in the woods and beating around in the swamps and woods and everywhere and up in the mountains. So I always like to get me a good pair of boots. And I've had different kind of boots over the years, different brands and everything. But what I'm wearing right now is Kenetrek. The ones you saw on my feet that I was putting one on, I'll put one up here and you can see the tread on it. It's the normal Kenetrek tread that they have. And you can see how that boot looks. These are on my feet, so I can't show them good. These are come out of this box. They're the hard scrabble. They're a hikers. They're 7 inches. The ones I have are not insulated, but you can get insulated Kenetreks. You can get all different configurations. And they're a company out of Montana. These boots are made in Italy now, but they were out of Montana and designed in Montana. And anybody that has good hiking boots knows Italian boots are nothing to scoff at. They're made real good. But this is the hard scrabble I got on. And one more thing I'll point out about them is this rand around here to protect the boot so it don't get wore out right here. I've had these about a year, and I wear these here pretty much every day. Not every day, I'm not just beating them through the bush, but I do my share of beating them through the bush for what I do, and just even off work. But they've held up to this level. I've waxed them one time in that whole amount of time. Speaking of the wax, Kenetrek has their own wax that they recommend you use all the time. I just went ahead and bought some of their wax immediately when I bought the boots. And like I said, you don't have to wax them all the time. Just whenever you think they need them, just put a coat of it on them. Kenetrek comes with they don't have Gore-Tex. Now these are uninsulated that I have, but Gore-Tex is the waterproofing stuff that's in a lot of stuff. Kenetrek has their own. It's called Wintex. I don't know if other companies have Wintex, but it's similar to Gore-Tex in that it is a waterproof membrane in the boots. And I've not had any trouble with waterproofing on them. Like I said, the ones I have on my feet, they're the hard scrabble hikers. Showing that again, 7 inches. And this is the ones that I just wear every day, and I never know when I'm going to just have to tear through the woods and do something. So I just wear these all the time, every day. That's just what I wear. Now, while I was at it, when I went to buy these, I thought to myself, now some of the time I might go elk hunting. I might go tearing to the top of the mountains here where I live. I might go in real rough country, and these hard scrabbles will do that. You can tear the top of any mountain you want to, as rocky or whatever, with the hard scrabbles. But I went ahead and bought me a pair of the 10 inch, and they don't have as much wear on them because I don't do as much just all out, just planning and going, okay, I'm gonna tear the top of the mountain or go ginseng digging somewhere real rough or whatever. But there those are. They're the 10 inch boot. And they're a little bit different. These right here are the Guide series. Now they're not insulated, but they're the Mountain Guide series. You can get the hard scrabble hide in Mountain Guide. You can get these same ones like the hard scrabble with that round all the way around and the different 2-layer. Let me compare them for you. See, the ones I'm wearing, the regular Kenetrek, would be like the Mountain Extreme and all. They have this sole here, and then that rubber on the bottom, that's kind of a soft, and then that round up on there. These Guide series are made to be a little bit longer wearing. They've got the same tread pattern. Got a rock stuck in there, that Kenetrek tread pattern. But these here, they're plenty protected. A little bit of a round there and there, but this sole's a lot thicker and it's a heavier duty sole. kind of like a guide boot for a guide to wear, whatever. And there they are. I went ahead and picked a pair of them up at the same time, just for those times when I just want something heavier. But like I said, most of the time I find myself wearing the 7-inchers, and I just go at it with the 7-inchers because that's what I put on. But anytime I was saying to myself, oh, I'm going to go hike to the top of the mountain, or I'm going to be in real rocky terrain, or I know I'm going somewhere more extreme, if I was going to be out in the Rockies or something, there's what I'd wear. Really stiff boots in here, a lot of protection. I twisted an ankle several years ago. It's probably been 4 or 5 years ago, and my foot turned completely black around my foot and everything. And so for a long time I needed heavy protection, you know, in this area. I'm not so much now, but I don't ever want to twist my ankle again. So these things, a lot of protection through here. They're a real hiking boot. Any of your top line hiking boots will be made the same way. The good ones, they're going to be really tough through here, stiff, and it's made for all that support when you're out in a rugged terrain. Now Kenetrek, I can put a link to Kenetrek website down there, but I can't tell you where to buy them because there's just so many places probably carry them and all. I actually picked these up just in a store. I just run across them. I'd looked a long time at boots and stuff, and I was replacing another pair of boots, and I just run across these Kenetreks, and they were a good price. Price wise, they are a little expensive. These boots here, this height of boot can generally run over 500 a lot of times. You can get them in the 4s and stuff. And then this other ones I had, you know, a little bit cheaper than that because they're a little shorter or whatever. But you know, you could pay $500 or so for a pair of these boots, depending on where you get them. You might get them for less. Look around and everything. You might get a good deal on them. But anyway, I learned a long time ago, early in my life, that I didn't want to cheap out on my boots. That was one thing that I don't cheap out on. If I'm going to spend money on something, it's going to be my boots, because I got to protect my feet. And I used to try to wear cheap boots and stuff years ago, and for what I do going through the mountains, if you do hiking and everything, well, even if you just stand on your feet all day or you do construction or whatever, you want to have a good pair of boots that's going to support your feet and do what they need to do. So as I said before, right now I'm using Kenetreks, and so far I like them, and I've not had any problem with them.